Hey guys, Dissident here, back at it again on the road to Radiant. If you haven't seen Season 2, Episode 0, I recommend you watch that one first, as it is linked in the description and in the top right corner like always. Now, this intro is going to be a bit longer, and so is the video, because I have some things to announce in the video is me getting coached by a professional Valorant player from PROGUIDES.com. This video is not sponsored, by the way. Now, yes, I know it's been a while, and for those of you who've been waiting for this video for like the past 2 weeks, I'm so sorry for the delay. I'm currently in the process of moving from Okinawa, Japan to California, so I've been super busy with that and haven't had much time to edit. Now, with that out the way, I want to quickly talk about Team Reinvented Gaming. Team Reinvented Gaming is a new esports organization that is looking to push up content creators, casual gamers, and competitive gamers alike, and are working hard every day to grow their community. So go check them out. Their socials are linked in the description below. There are three more things I want to get into before I show this coaching session. Now, the first thing is that we've made it to 100 sub guides. That's absolutely insane. I've never expected that, so thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the support that you guys are showing me, and I hope that we keep growing. Now, with that, I am planning to do a giveaway at 250 subs. Now, I'm assuming most of you guys who watch my videos are watching it so that you guys can learn and hopefully get better with me, as I'm always working on improvement, yeah? So, to thank you guys, I will be giving away one ProGuides account with enough money in it for you to receive one coaching session from a pro in your game of choice. They have coaches for a variety of games to include Smash Bros. Ultimate, Valorant, CSGO, many more. And I'm really looking forward to giving that out to one of you guys. Now, the next thing I've got for you guys is lately, quite a few people have been hitting me up on Instagram asking me to play with them or to coach them and whatnot. And so I have played with a few of you guys, and I did one coaching session, and I really enjoyed playing with you guys. And I was going to do a video on the coaching session I did, but I decided against it for technical reasons that I had. So if I resolve them by the time I get to the States, and that's something you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments below. I've also included the Team Reinvented Gaming Discord below. So go join the server and play with us. If you ever see me, or if you want, you can just at me in the general chat, and if I'm available, I'll definitely talk to you guys, and maybe we can play a few games of Valorant together. Now, the last thing I have for you guys is that I no longer have a stack to play with this time. My buddies that I was playing with, we would four stack. They quit and they decided to go play CS:GO. So recently, I've been solo queuing again. With that being said, I immediately went on a massive losing streak, and I dropped from Plat 1 to Gold 1. And I'll show you my match history of what it initially looked like when I went on this massive losing streak. So a big problem with solo queue in a country that you're foreign to is that I can't communicate with my team of randoms because they speak Japanese and I don't. Now, not that that's an excuse, but it does have an impact. Uh, I am gold 2 at the time of making this video, so if you're within high gold, low plat, and are looking for people to play with, I just told you where you can find me. I would love to stack with you guys, and hopefully we can get some wins in some competitive matches. If you like this video, or you're new here, please consider liking and subscribing if you want to take this journey on the road to Radiant with me, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. With that all being said, let's finally get on episode 1. Enjoy. Now, before we get into this first clip, I do want to mention that this takes place slightly after me and him already say hi and we already introduce ourselves, and that's because during that part I accidentally was not recording my mic audio, so for that part it sounded like my coach was talking to himself. But other than that, this is what our initial conversation was, and where I told him what my goals were for this specific coaching session.
Oh,
For this, I've watched like a lot of pro guides on YouTube,
mhm.
and I was just kind of like, hey, like, let me actually like give it a try, like, see what's up. Maybe because like, well, as I said, like recently, I feel like I've plateaued, where like I'm not really progressing, but I'm not getting worse. I'm just kind of like in this rut, and I'm just kind of like, okay, like maybe it's time to like look into like people that are better than me at the game, you know?
Okay, perfect, perfect. So you want to train, you want to get better in this game.
Yes,
This is what I see.
yes, I
Okay.
want to get much better at the game.
One thing before I start, obviously my native language is not the English, it's the Spanish. So sometimes if I stuck with my English, sorry. So
Oh no,
just told me.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
And I'm not nervous about the record. Okay, so I don't have problem with the record. I was a streamer and and a try of YouTuber
Yeah.
sometimes, but just the nervous is for the language, you know. But no
Oh,
problem.
that's fine. The community that I've been growing has been like really accepting and really positive. I'm sure you won't get anything negative about it.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, it's really great. Whenever I make a video, like I'm only
Hmm.
right now I'm gold 3. I started the channel when I
Mhm.
was gold 1. I've gotten the plat 1, and every time I post video, everyone's like giving me positive feedback and whatever.
Mhm.
And I feel like this is like a really good way because everybody that watches my videos, they also want to get better at the game. Um,
Okay. Okay.
so they also, since they all also want to get better at the game, I don't know if any of them heard of ProGuides, which I'm sure if they're watching Valorant videos on YouTube, they probably have.
Mhm.
And I figured like, hey, like maybe if they're hesitant like I was to like talk to a coach and like get a coaching session, get better, like maybe I could do a YouTube video on it and get people to like go to ProGuides and like hit up coaches and like start getting better because that's what my entire channel is all about is getting better at Valorant.
And I need sports, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. So, hello, people. Hello, people. I'm Lotado from Argentina. Messi, asado dulce de leche.
This next clip, you're gonna see me and my coach Katie talking about what role it is that I'm gonna play and what role it is that I want to play. That way, that we can pick a character for me to main, which, as you guys already know, I am a Raze main. So this conversation was very short and straight to the point.
Okay, but now the question. Okay, you told me in the chat, but now what's your favorite role or what you want to main, like entry fire, controller, or if you play with Killshot, for example. Now it's my main is Killshot, for example, and
Okay.
I'm the sentinel of my team, you know. So you need to split the roles and try to get one role, and like don't try to be the filler. If you want to improve, I think the best option is try to get one role, for example, entry fire, and you can say, okay, my main is race. I know everything about race, okay, but
Okay.
I know how to use, for example, Phoenix and shit. You know,
Yep.
I think this is the best option. So, what do you want to main?
I definitely want to main Raze. She's been one of my favorite characters since I like started playing the game.
Okay, so entry fire.
Yes.
This is the role. Perfect.
So here we are finally starting to get into some gameplay. Now, I didn't record the first round due to some technical issues, but that's okay. My coach's input came in after the first round, and pretty much whenever I did something good or there was something that I messed up on that I could have done better, my coach immediately talks about it right after I do it. So here we go.
Divide communication. Okay, in the retake, like in a post-plan situation, I think the better communication wins. Okay, first thing. Second thing about personal. Okay, never try to do a 1v1 against a ghost when you have an classic. Okay, this is basic, and this is basic too. But sometimes, like everything, do but try to don't use your abilities in a risky situation. Okay, and you know the enemies can push you.
Headshot. Bomb buddy out.
No, yes, but no problem, no problem. It's an ego. Try just to give information for your team only, okay? Like, don't try to trade. If you die in middle, okay, you have a 5v4 and a risky situation like the map is split in two, because middle, I think, in every single map that have middle is the most important part of the map, okay? And in this map too, if you watch a professional game, the most normal is the fight to dominate mid, okay?
Okay.
Because the team that dominates mid wins 65% of the round.
Okay.
Don't repeat, don't repeat.
Exactly where you are.
Call.
Oof. Mid, 2 mid.
30
Sage
seconds
and
left.
Phoenix.
Okay, here it's obvious, but you put in a risky situation
One
when you are
enemy remaining.
reloading, okay, with your back. So you don't know if the enemy is rushed to you.
Okay.
Okay, and the repeat, it's a normal bad habit. Okay, oh nice. If you got the information, try to don't repeat. Okay.
Okay.
Remember, you are the it's simple, like the mentality. You are the city. Okay. If the time passed, you win. Okay.
Okay.
So you are relaxed. You need to say relax. So the enemies need to enter in your side. You know, and it's the same in the opposite case. When you are TT, okay, the same.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. That was terrible spray control.
Yeah, but I think this is the way to shoot. Okay, like depends of the gun, depends of the distance. Okay, and now it's a little risky to go mid because your team control A. Okay, and it's good to like you need to think this map, for example, only this map. Okay, like bind is just A and B. But now you have middle, okay? This map is the sides, B and A,
30
and
seconds
mid,
left.
okay? And the way to, this is the way, obviously, like, if you play with randoms, you can do this well, but you need to know that, okay?
Okay.
It's, you have the two sides and mid. When you saw, I don't know, three enemies, for example, in
10
A,
seconds
okay,
left.
and you play in B, you can push V for close more the map to your side, okay? Like if you rush B, you don't, and the same if it's B. If you watch 3 enemies in B, the A man can rotate to push, okay? For that information and try to pressure the enemies. This is the way you need to play. But if you're in mid, you don't need to do that, okay? Because mid it's like the pivot, you know, the pivot of the map. So it's a little risky to push. If you push, for example, and all your teammates, it's an A, you push mid, okay, and one enemy kill you, the enemy say, okay, I kill the man in A, in middle, nothing in A, sorry, nothing in B, we can rush, okay?
Okay, and then they go to the other side for free. Okay, that makes sense.
You can press Alt to watch the stage abilities. If she has heal.
I can do what now?
Enemy spotted.
Yes, press Alt.
She doesn't have heal.
Here.
Yeah, exactly. For that, if you shout,
Oh, okay, that's
Stage, heal me.
Okay,
You know?
that makes sense.
After this part, I lost some of the footage here due to the connection issues, so I'm just gonna skip to the next clear part of the video.
Okay, no problem. Bad luck. Okay, I will show you one way to do a shield picking. Okay, a little less risky. Okay, but here is the same that I told you. Okay, if you play in the same spot, okay, 2 rounds in a row, the enemies go to this spot. Okay, to watch this spot. You have a chat with operator. You can say to chat if she wants to play mid and you play 1 round in B. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
You can say to the chat for change positions because she has LP.
Okay. Jet, you switch, watch mid, I get B.
Okay.
Nice.
Here, please.
And that's it. Okay, another thing. Oh. Remember, this is not CSGO. Here, it's like you have Asians, you have skills. So if you every single round you play with the same skill in the same spot, okay, the enemies will get used with your playstyle and your teammates' playstyle. You know? So if you change the character, probably you get surprised.
Okay, so should I go up heaven with her, or should I push where I'm pushing right now?
No, you can
Enemy
go.
remaining.
Okay, you can go. Yes, go here to door. You don't have
Last
much time.
player standing.
Okay, one side and probably nice. Oh, no more. Okay, nice. But again, if you can't talk with your teammate, call, like enter at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
Say what you want to watch. Okay. I will watch.
Once again.
I don't know. Amen. I don't know the calls in English so much. I know in Spanish the call.
Right.
Okay.
So the rest of this match is lost due to the connection issues. I was connected to him from Japan, and with that there was a lot of stress on my PC. It's an older PC, so not only was I streaming on Discord and using Discord for the call, but I was also playing online and recording everything that was going on. And because of that, I experienced a lot of frame drops, not in that game itself, but in the actual recording. And some of the times the sound quality would mess up a little bit, and so everything would sound like really robotic and really glitchy. But I will be talking about the stuff that he talked about specifically on my attacking rounds, because he does leave me a checklist of things to do, and I will show that at the end of the video. So there is one more section of this video that was planned, however I'm cutting it out due to time's sake, and that there's a lot of tutorials on the stuff that he talked about already. So he basically went to a custom match and showcased some of the more mechanical sides of things that I wasn't really utilizing, such as improper counter strafing, improper jiggle peeking. He gave me some exercises that I can use in order to practice those mechanics, because they are very important mechanics, and things of that nature. So they are things that I am working on a lot, like every single day before I even get into a match. I do these exercises to work on them. If you'd really like to see them, let me know in the comments below, and I will be sure to showcase them at some point. So we're gonna go on to the last thing, which is the checklist that Katie left me, which I will show right now. So here he left me with 3 tasks, and that is remember to play smart with info and my teammates, and the second chance, the angles. So what he's saying here is to make sure that I play for info and make sure that I keep my life, right? And the second chance is basically when you play for intel, I then take a couple shots at somebody, not necessarily to try to get a kill, but so that I can then fall back. And the purpose of this is so that as the attackers are trying to gain more space on the map, they're walking into your crosshairs instead of you trying to put them into your crosshairs. That way that you get intel and you play your life. So you're, in a sense, not trying to get kills, but you're trying to waste as much of the attacker's time as possible, because you can technically win a match on defense without ever having to get a single kill as long as the time runs out. Now, the second thing that he talks about is the whole aiming side of things, which he did go into a custom map by himself and have me spectate, so he can show me some of the mechanics that he's specifically talking about, such as counter strafing, like he mentioned in my recommendations. There's not really much to say on this. It's a really important shooting mechanic that you really need to know. You also need to learn when to tap, when to burst, and when to full spray. He went over this with me in the custom match as well. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how to do this, so I'm not really going to be talking about it too much unless you guys really want me to. So that's the second task, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, the last task is obviously another really obvious one, but the reason why it's there is because I was playing very passively on attack, almost as if I had my attacking and defending role swapped, where I was on defense and I was kind of peeking everything, and then when we switched over to attack, I was like the 3rd or 4th person on site, which is not my job as Raze. My job as Raze is to be the 1st person on site and to be that aggressor. So that's why the 3rd task there is to play more aggressive as Raze, because I was playing really poorly, my aim was off, and I was afraid to die. So he walked me through some scenarios where
I was able to open the site because Sage had walled it off, or I had my ultimate and I would die immediately, and he'd be like, "That's okay. It's not a problem that you died, but you opened up the site for your teammates." And those were the very few rounds that we actually won, not the ones where I went and killed everybody as I was pushing on site, but the ones where even though I died, I opened up the site for my teammates to take control after I died. Now, if I was to rate this experience anywhere from 0 to 10, 0 being an absolute waste of my time, and a 10 being like all of this is going to make me like immortal or radiant overnight, I'd give this a solid 7. And the reason why is because obviously with practice, there's nothing that you could possibly do that's going to give you immediate improvement. However, with that being said, after this coaching session, I think this match, yeah, the match that you actually watched where I was getting coached, we did lose it 5-13, and I deranked to gold 2, and then I lost like 2 or 3 more, and I went to gold 1. However, after incorporating the things that I learned in this match, I have had much more consistent aim. I have had much more consistent matches, and although I went on that massive losing streak, just recently I started to go on a nice win streak, got myself back up to gold 2. So there is a lot of merit with what it was that he was talking about, and there is still so much room for me to improve. And I really, really appreciate that, even though it's his job as a coach on Pro Guides, but I still really appreciate that he took time out of his day to come and coach me and teach me and show me the things that I was doing wrong. So because I got such a good experience out of this, I'm really hoping that with the giveaway that I am doing for when I hit 250 subscribers, that one of you guys will have the same experience I have in your game of choice. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I am so sorry that this video took for so long for it to come out. Um, it'll probably be around the same time frame before the next video comes out because I do move to Cali this Friday. Hopefully, if everything goes right, it should be this Friday, and then I gotta move. I gotta settle in. I've gotta get all my stuff. Gotta wait for my stuff to finish shipping from Japan to the States and all that other good stuff. So I might be MIA for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I am sorry for that. However, I am letting you guys know in advance. With that all being said, make those reckless calculations. Stay committed. Don't let yourself get down. And I will see you whenever it is that I see you guys again.